tell the truth. A lot of people switching up, so tell me what I'm supposed to do.
What's happening, guys? Today I'm going to be changing the timing belt. Timing belt, man. Why did it have to be the timing belt? It didn't break or anything. The car's just getting close to 100,000 kilometers. That's when you got to change the timing belt for Skylines. This works for the RB25DE, RB25DET, and RB26DETT. Sounded weird when I was saying that, but yeah. Alright, so first thing you guys want to do is remove this air intake piece. Not the whole intake, just this piece right here. Well, to do that, you got to remove a clip here. Oh, I think I lost that. So I have one clip left, so I got to take that clip out. And then there's gonna be like a little hose on it. You don't take the hose off, you just take it off, like the clamp, like that. That's it, it's off. And then you just gotta pull on this like that. But not pull on it, but you gotta lift it a bit and then pull on it, and it just comes right out. Bam, we got tons of room already. Alright guys, then remove the 4 screws from the fan. Alright, remove the screws from the fan. Before you guys start, remove the negative terminal for the battery, because you gotta do it. Now, unscrewed the fan. What you want to do is pull the fan out, pull it out, and then just lift. Alright y'all, what you want to do now is remove this screw, this screw, this screw, this screw, and this screw. And what I'm going to do is mark a point right there on from that silver piece to the black, so I can line it up the same way once I put it back in. I'm doing it just in case. That is part of the timing, so I think I should mark it and so show you guys. Oh, there's another screw here. Yeah, remove that too. Okay guys, I unplugged the harness. Be gentle with the harness. You guys don't want to go around breaking wires. It's a headache to fix. Just be nice to them. There's this cover here. Just pull that. Comes right off. Harness. Take it out nicely. Get it out of the way. Alright guys, I have some screws hiding on me. So there's one more right there. Remove that. One more right there. They're hiding on you. Take them off, because you got to take that cover off. Alright, take that cover off. Okay guys, got the cover off, and I don't like what I'm seeing. Belt is cracking. What the hell happened out here? Alright guys, I'm going to show you how to remove the belt for the alternator, power steering, and AC compressor. So I'm using a 14mm socket for the power steering. Put this bolt away somewhere safe. It's for the power steering pump. Next, you need a 12mm wrench to get on that bolt. If you have a better tool, use it. Alright guys, after you get it a little loose, it just starts coming off with your fingers. See, it's coming off. You get it off of my fingers. That right there. I'm just turning it with my fingers. I'm not gonna get it all the way out. I'm gonna go about halfway or more. There's one more bolt you're gonna want to loosen. It's right there. For the power steering pump. And like I said, loosen it. Don't remove it fully. And then once you do that, it's so easy to move the power steering pump up and down. So after you do that, you just push the power steering pump down like that. It moves down, and then the belt. The belt just comes right off. Now to do the AC belt, what you gotta do is, see this bolt right here? Okay, so there's gonna be a bolt on the tensioner. You're gonna loosen that. You're not gonna remove it. You just loosen that. And then right under, you're gonna feel another bolt. You're also gonna loosen that. The alternator belt usually just comes off right when you remove the fan, because this piece of the fan comes off, then the belt comes off. But to put it back on, you gotta unscrew that, and then just loosen this, then you can move the alternator, then you can adjust the belt when you're putting it back on. Alright guys, so I removed the alternator belt, the AC belt, power steering belt, because the crank wasn't coming off. So what I'm gonna do is I put the socket wrench there. Guys, what you want to do is disconnect this. Once you have that set for leverage, you tie it up a little bit to the wrench so it doesn't move, and then you turn the car over and it should unscrew the crank bolt itself. Alright guys, it worked. Got the crank bolt out. Oh shit. Oh damn it. Okay, yeah, but I got the crank bolt out, so yeah, we're good. Yeah. Hey guys, next part, you gotta remove the crank pulley. Alright guys, next thing you want to do is remove the radiator. To remove the radiator, you gotta take off this hose, and then you gotta take off this hose. Make sure you drain out your radiator first. You have to take out all the coolant that's in there, so you gotta do that. And also remove this bolt and this bolt, and this will come out. Then you can like push the radiator and then pull it right out. Alright guys, I just took that piece out. So what you want to do is when you unscrew this and take the pipes off, this thing starts moving, so you just keep moving and you pull on it as you're moving it, and it just comes right out. And now what you have to do is you have to remove that pipe and that pipe, and then you could just lift the radiator up. So after you take the radiator out, you just tighten the pulley puller, then you get your socket wrench, tighten it, and then the crank will start coming out. Alright guys, it's coming out, but one thing I'm not happy about is this. It's cracking this while it's trying to pull the crank out. But it's working, so it's all good. So all you do is turn it to the right, and the crank starts coming out. Look, it's coming out, see? Pretty sweet actually, but like I said, it's cracking that ring right there. After you guys do that, you guys gotta remove the bolt for this cover. So just look all around, whatever bolts you see that are holding this, remove those, and you gotta take that off. And make sure you leave like a pan under your car so it collects all the coolant, because even after you take the radiator out, you drain it, the coolant's still gonna leak from the pipe, so just leave it at the bottom of the car. There was a tensioner here. I used a 14mm socket and I removed it. This is the tensioner, and the spring comes off with it, and then you could just take the timing belt right off. And I marked my cams already, so this lines up to that, this lines up to that, and I marked the crank down there too. When you're taking the belt off, just do it nicely. You don't want to move the cams or anything. Just leave it the way it is. Take the belt off gently. Now it's time to remove the water pump. Take all these bolts out that you see holding the water pump. Those two, and I might have to remove that too because it's blocking one of the screws. So I'm gonna get started. So I put the new water pump on. Look at that, it's fresh. Put the bolts on. Now I'm gonna tighten them. That's the old water pump. Nothing happened to it. It's just that if I'm doing the timing belt, why not do the water pump right?